If you are a franchisor looking to scale your franchise, we will help you build an in-house franchisee acquisition system that will get you 20 or more quality franchise candidates every month without wasting time on low-quality leads or relying on expensive brokers, all in under 90 days or your money back. To do that, we will help you implement 3 key pillars inside your franchise development system. 1. We will help you install our ideal buyer attraction system that automatically attracts and filters a consistent flow of high-quality franchise buyer leads into your pipeline, so you can focus on closing instead of chasing or relying on luck. See, most franchisors trying to grow just don't have a predictable system to attract high-quality franchise leads at scale. They usually depend on expensive brokers to get high-quality leads, but you have zero control over the volume and little to no control over how leads are sourced, qualified, or managed. You then try to increase lead volume by getting leads from portals, but those were low-intent tire kicker leads who were often shared with your competitors. You might also have tried hiring a marketing agency. You were able to get consistent lead flow, but you couldn't get hold of them. Those you reached didn't know what was going on and asked you to stop contacting them. Or even when you do get someone interested, they're often unqualified or just curious. Meanwhile, you are constantly trying new ways of getting high-quality franchise leads, but nothing has really worked, and it just frustrates you that growth has slowed down. Look, here's the real reason why you cannot scale. You are great at building an amazing franchise brand, but you don't have a full control over a predictable, scalable franchisee attraction system that consistently bring in quality motivated buyer leads who align with your brand into your sales pipeline. Without control, you are forced to rely on third parties who don't fully understand your brand, your ideal candidate, or your long-term vision, which means you're constantly reacting instead of building. You are hoping they bring you the right people at the right time at the right volume. But hope is not a system. You can't scale what you don't control. And right now, your growth is controlled by people who don't even work for you. So instead, here's what we do to solve this. We will build evergreen, high-converting marketing assets that speak directly to your ideal franchise buyers. These assets do the heavy lifting, pre-framing your franchise as the solution to their current struggles, and more importantly, the proven vehicle to their life and freedom they always wanted. So you stop speaking to everyone and start attracting the right people who actually fit your brand. Next, we place those high-converting assets onto your ideal buyer attraction funnel, a conversion-optimized lead capture page that filters in series of franchise buyers and repels the time wasters, no matter where the traffic comes from, paid or organic. Then we launch your paid social ads that stop your ideal candidate mid-scroll and drive them straight into your funnel, pre-framed and ready to take action. Your social ads are the first filter, stopping the scroll, grabbing attention, and getting the right people to raise their hand. Your ideal buyer attraction funnel is the second, qualifying serious buyers and filtering out the rest. Together, they run 24/7, constantly working to pull the right candidates into your pipeline. So you finally own a predictable, scalable franchise lead generation system instead of relying on luck, guesswork, or third parties you don't have control. Next, we will implement pillar number 2, the motivated buyer capture system, so that those franchise leads who are motivated and ready to move forward start booking calls with you immediately without you lifting a finger. See, the second big mistake most franchisors make when scaling is that they don't have a system in place to capture low-hanging fruits, the serious motivated buyers, before someone else does. They usually struggle with low lead-to-call conversion. Leads come in, you send a few automated emails with franchising info, then nothing. You keep following up, but it feels like you are shouting into the void. Or maybe you get a few replies. Leads ask questions, you send over the info, and then they vanish. And if you're lucky, you get a few actually book calls, but they don't even show up. Or worse, months later, they finally respond with only to say, "Take me off your list," because they are already joined another franchise, your competitor. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and feels like all the time, money, and effort spent on lead generation just going to waste. Look, here's the real reason why your pipeline isn't converting, and why great candidates are slipping away before you ever speak to them. You are attracting the right people, but your follow-up is slow, inconsistent, and focusing on you instead of them. There's no personal connection, no value-driven conversation, just a generic message or two that gets ignored. Booked calls turn into no-shows, not because they didn't care, but because nothing made it feel important. Here's what many forget. Follow-up isn't just about pushing your agenda or serving your process. It's the first impression of how you support your future franchisees. When you delay or follow up without providing real value, clarity, or direction, you are unintentionally showing them what working with your brand might feel like: unresponsive, unclear, and helpful. So leads don't feel seen, heard, or supported, and they ghost. Motivated franchise buyers don't wait around. If they don't hear from you quickly or don't get the clarity they need to move forward, they start talking to someone else. And you lose deals to competitors who simply follow up better. Not because their franchise is better, but because they were faster, more consistent, and more supportive when it mattered the most. So instead, here's what we do to solve this. We install your motivated buyer capture system, an automated lead engagement and the co-booking engine that turns warm leads into qualified conversations. It's designed to do three things exceptionally well. Fulfill their needs instantly. The moment a lead comes in, the system delivers buyer-focused content that speaks directly to their goals, challenges, and desired future. So they feel seen, understood, and supported, which instantly sets you apart from the most brands who leave the leads hanging. Identify low-hanging fruit. The system quickly validates intent, filters out the noise, and separates motivated buyers from tire kickers. So you're not wasting time or attention on the dead-end leads. Provide clarity and guide the next step. Once their key questions are answered and they feel aligned with your brand, the system guides them into a self-qualifying quiz funnel. This gives them the clarity to move forward while giving you deep insight into who they are, what they want, and how ready they are to the next step. By the end of the quiz, they are motivated to book a call, excited to explore whether your franchise is the right path to the life they want. And the best part? The whole entire process runs on autopilot, consistently bringing in motivated candidates who are ready to talk. So you get more qualified conversations, higher show-up rates, and serious buyers moving into your sales process, while freeing up your time to focus on closing. And finally, we implement pillar number 3, the proactive lead conversion system, so that the leads you thought were dead turn into motivated buyers over time, and your franchise is growing like a clockwork. See, most franchisors who want to scale have no idea how to convert ghosted or early-stage leads. A few follow-ups, no reply, and they give up, assuming silence means lack of interest. When someone replies or answers a call, but then goes quiet, one missed follow-up becomes the end of the conversation. No re-engagement, no second chance. When a booked call turns into a no-show, that's it, the lead is dropped, and the opportunity slips away. Even warm leads, the ones who seemed interested, asked thoughtful questions, even spoke with your team, can disappear without warning. And once they go cold, they are almost never recovered. Here's why you're losing deals you should be winning. You dropped the ball way too early. There's no consistent process, just a few scattered attempts, then silence. Follow-ups happen based on gut feel, not data. Your team doesn't know who to prioritize or how. Everyone gets the same message regardless of where they are in the journey. So serious buyers get missed, tire kickers get chased, and when someone finally gets on a call, the conversation often feels pushy or off target. Focus on your sales process instead of their needs. If the lead isn't ready yet, that pressure backfires. Worst of all, you have no visibility into what's actually working. You don't know if the problem is the bad leads, bad timing, or bad follow-up. Without a feedback loop, you're flying blind. And over time, it's not only costing your deals, it's damaging your brand. Because if your follow-up feels sloppy or rushed, what does that say about how your franchise operates and how you support your franchisees? So instead, here's how we solve this. We implement your proactive lead conversion system, a smart human-powered outreach process that complements your automation to turn cold, quiet, or early-stage leads into qualified conversations over time. Smart lead prioritization. The system scores and segments your pipeline based on lead behavior, engagement, and buyer signals. So the most promising opportunities get the most attention. No more guesswork. Your team knows exactly who to focus and when. Lead reactivation automation and the proven follow-up framework. We bring back ghosted and inactive leads at scale using automated reactivation campaigns that deliver timely, relevant messages, reconnecting them to their original interest. Then your team, or a trained inside sales specialist, uses our proven call scripts, message templates, and follow-up frameworks, all tailored to different lead stages, to re-engage in a way that feels helpful, not pushy. This builds trust, lowers resistance, and reopens conversations that would have been lost. Follow-up tracking and feedback loops. Every outreach is tracked, and every message has a purpose. You get full visibility into what's working, what's not, and where to improve, from lead outcomes to script performance and lead execution. With data-driven insights, your team can improve faster, follow up smarter, and convert more leads. So you stop losing deals to silence, slow responses, or one-size-fits-all follow-up. Instead, you build a proactive system that brings the quiet, the ghosted, the early-stage buyers back into motion with clarity, empathy, and strategic guidance. That means more reactivated leads turning into booked calls, more qualified conversations with the serious buyers, more deals closed without burning out your team or chasing the wrong prospects. Consistency is how you win. Smart systems and delegations are how you scale. You create a compound effect where older leads quietly convert in the background, while new motivated buyers are actively booking calls with you. That's what separates great franchise brands from the average ones. And remember, if you implement everything and you don't consistently generate 20 plus quality franchise candidates per month within 90 days, you get your money back. And the reason we make such a bold promise like this is really simple. Just look at our case studies. Steamoji, a STEM children's education franchise, added 15 new locations in 23 months with a return on ad spend over 1,000%. Paddle Pools, a pool and spa cleaning franchise, added 3 new locations in 5 months with a return on ad spend over 900%. And Local Handyman Group, a home services franchise, added 2 new franchisees in 7 months with a return on ad spend over 1,100%. And we have many more case studies from franchises in education, fitness, home services, QSR industries, and more. So if that sounds interesting to you, and you want to learn more about how we can help you predictably get 20 or more quality franchise candidates every month without wasting time on low quality leads or losing deals to competitors, then click the button below to schedule a free franchise growth game plan call now. And I will help you create a free custom game plan for your franchise based on where you're at. And I will show you exactly what you need to attract more serious franchise buyers into your sales pipeline. And if, after the call, you want more info about working together, we can talk about that as well. If you are fit, great, we will show you how we can help you implement it for you. And if not, you will still leave with a step-by-step roadmap to grow your franchise. Either way, this will be the most valuable 30 minutes you will spend this year. So click below to schedule your free franchise growth call now. Have a fantastic day and talk to you soon.